Hey guys, welcome back to the channel School of Technical Analysis. In today's episode, I'm going to be breaking down the major currency pair market like the Euro market, the British pounds, GDP, and the AUD market. I know it has been long I update you guys on this channel. That is because the market has just been moving in a zigzag way. I've been out of the market, but in this video, there are more trading opportunity right now because the major currency pair are about to start selling again. They're about to start trading again because the DXY is pointing towards the top side. All right. But before we go, guys, let's look at what the DXY is saying. What is happening with the DXY market? Well, this DXY have been in a continuous decline for the past 6 months. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. For the past 6 months, the DXY have been selling. That's why you see all major currency pair they have been buying. All right, because the DXY, once this market is selling, the Euro market, the British pounds, the AUD market, every major currency pair they will start buying. All right, so the DXY want to continue its bullish momentum again. All right, because if you look carefully from this from my screen, you can tell that this market is testing this third touch of this trend line. All right, it's using this trend line as a support. Okay, from previous price action, whenever the market tested this trend line, there is always a reaction, right? When the market tested tested this trend line, it uses it as a support. There was a reaction, it tested it back again the second time, the same reaction. So we are still seeing the same reaction repeating itself right here on this third touch. And you know from price action law, using the trend line approach, it always says that the third touch of a trend line always jig. And when this happens on a monthly time frame, believe you me guys, this third touch is still going to hold. But if it fails to hold, that means we might see further decline of DXY into this institutional support level of $90. All right, might see a drop into this institutional level of $90. That is if this third touch of a trend line did not hold. All right, if that third touch did not hold, then we might see further decline of the DXY. But if it holds, that means this bullish momentum is still going to continue. I mean, this bearish momentum might continue, but if it holds, this bullish momentum that has been happening before this first impulse leg, all right, let me delete this. Oh my boy. All right, this first impulse leg, okay, this like a correction, a continuation, okay, right? So if this third touch holds, then the DXY will continue on this bullish momentum. But if it fails to hold, this bearish trend might still continue into this yellow boss level. All right, let's make use of the fair retracement. All right, from swing high to swing low, this the 50% Fibonacci retracement area. All right, although you might think that the market has broken it on the lower time frame, but on the higher time frame, this level is still acting as a 50% Fibonacci retracement zone. So you don't want to mess around that area. Now, I was seeing what is going on with the DXY. Let's go to the other currency pair. Let's look at the Euro market. So the Euro market has been a bullish move after breaking out of this consolidation on this monthly time frame, right? This trend line, okay, see is a breakout. I mean, it respected this the third time. All right, this was let me zoom out a little bit. This was the first touch, right? The second touch, the third touch. The market respected this trend line. It dropped, break out of it. That's why the Euro market has been a bullish momentum. But currently, the Euro market is trading at this weekly this weekly trend line. This weekly resistance level. Let's go on the weekly time frame. Zoom out a little bit. All right. So this tight consolidation. The euro market has been consolidating inside of this weekly resistance area. All right, so the market is reacting to this level, so we might see further decline on the euro market, knowing that the DXY is also pointing towards the top side. All right, so the euro market is the inverse of the DXY. All right, whatever is happening with the DXY, that is what is also the opposite of that is what happens with the euro market. All right, so if the DXY is buying, the euro market is going to be selling. If the DXY is selling, the euro market is going to be buying. All right, so I always use these two markets I always compare them. I always try to know what is going on with the DXY, so I'll be able to know the kind of trading condition I'm going to be looking for on every major pairs. All right, the DXY, the US dollar index, controls every other market. All right, it controls every other market. So I always use that to get the direction before I know the trading decision I'm going to take on every major pair. So on every major pair, I only look for selling opportunity because the DXY is pointing towards the top side. All right, on the euro market, the same bearish trend is going on the euro market. The euro market is about to start falling again. All right, so you can see this a resistance level, an institutional resistance level, where the market is reacting from right now. All right, but let me just delete this level. Let's go on the daily time frame. I'm on the daily time frame right now. So the way I'm going to look for, delete all this, then delete all this. Delete all this. So I want to see a clear direction. So we might see a drop of the euro market into this next level. That's about 400 pip drop on euro. 400 pip drop on euro. So I'll be looking for a sell opportunity on the euro market because we have broken out of this trend line. This trend line has been acting as a strong support. All right, tested here. There was a drop, push to the upside. Tested here too, push to the upside, respected it, push, break out of it. This is the next level for euro. All right, this is the next level of euro. We are looking at 500 pips drop to about 1000 pips drop. All right, that if we are able to clear this other support, this is the next institutional level. I'll be aiming to take out my overall profit, 1.05. all right, this institutional level, that is the blue bar area. Okay, so on the euro market, I'm bearish on the euro market. Let's see what will happen the coming weeks. We are going to be looking for a sell opportunity. Let's go on the 4 hours time frame. Go on the 4 hours time frame. Let me adjust this level a little bit. Okay. To adjust this level a little bit. Yeah. So we might see some retracement from here, from this demand level. Alright, let's zoom out and see what's going on. Alright, let's see the level here. Just put. Okay, so we might see some rejection from here, from this demand level. So if euro is able to retrace back into this supply area here, then I'm going to be looking for a trading opportunity on the euro market. Okay, all right, because the market has, this is a resistance at on support here. All right, so it break and retest here. This will be a support than at on resistance. Okay, so let's see what will happen. If the market is able to retrace inside of here, we are going to be looking for a sell opportunity on the euro market. All right, we are going to be looking for a sell opportunity on the euro market. But if that does not happen, then we look for another trading opportunity. But the way I'm looking at to find a sell trade here, a retracement inside the supply area, I'll be looking for a sell trade Then I will aim for overall targets here. Overall target will be at this next demand level. That's about 300 pips. You are 300 pips here. The first profit target will be here. That is about 73 pips. 73 pips, right? Overall targets at this level. Okay. Alright, so that's for the euro market. Now let's look at the British pounds. Firstly, let's go on the weekly time frame. The British pounds. Alright, so the British pounds is also about to start dropping. Alright, we make this massive move last 3 months of this. So I've been out of this British pounds market, but the market has been a massive buy trade, as I said earlier, because of the DSY has been selling. Okay, for the past 6 months, all this trend has been the massive bullish trend, but the trend right now is about to reverse because the DSY is pointing towards the top side. And if you go on the daily time frame right now, there is let me delete this. There's a reversal pattern here that I spotted on the DSY, on the British pounds. All right, you'll see this is a left. Zoom out, zoom. When they try to hold me, I will zoom. Okay, the British pounds. All right, so you see this is a reversal pattern here. All right, it is this is the right shoulder. The left shoulder, the head. You have the right shoulder here, right? Left, right. You have the head. Okay. So if we're able to break out of this neckline, I'm going to be looking for a sell opportunity on this trade. All right. I'm going to be looking for a sell opportunity on the DXY. All right, because of this head and shoulder pattern that is formed at this resistance level. Okay, my first profit target is going to be here, this black line. Second target here, so I'm aiming for overall drop into this institutional level of 1.2, this yellow bar. All right, so the British pounds is pointing towards the downside right now. It's not just enough, guys, for you to identify chart patterns. All right, but execution is the most important thing. All right, so but right now there is no trading opportunity, but I will also be looking for a trading opportunity, and I'm going to be dropping this signal on my Telegram community. So if you want to be part of my trading community, use the link at the description of this video right now to be part of my Telegram or my WhatsApp community. I'm going to be dropping these free signals there when the trade is about to start selling. Okay, because right now there is no trading opportunity. All right, there's no trading opportunity. I want this market to clearly break out of this neckline. Okay, I want a breakout of this neckline like this. I want a breakout. Come on, bro. I want this market to come break out of here. All right, I want a push. Oh, here's this too. I want a breakout here, like something like this. Come break, then we come back to retest before I will start looking for a trading opportunity on the British pounds. Okay, on the British pounds. All right, but right now no trading opportunity. The same thing with euro. Okay, the same thing with euro. I'm going to be dropping all this signal on my Telegram group channel, guys, so be part of my trading community. Go and click on the link at the description right now and be part of the trading community. Now let's look at the gold market too. The gold market, guys, is about to retrace. The gold market is about to retrace, guys. The gold has been raging. The market just broke out of this range. The gold market is about to start dropping. This market has been buying for 3 years now. The gold market has been buying for 3 to 4 years right now. All right, so you see this resistance. Look at how this market respected my supply area. All right, that is my resistance area. Market respected here. There was a drop. Respected it again. A drop. Respected it the third time. A drop. The fourth time. All right. See this massive red candle. This to tell you that this trend is about to start selling again. This trend is about to reverse. All right, because right here, right now, this is a double top that is formed right here on this daily time frame on gold. This is a double top. So if you have been following me, I've been dropping back to back sell signal on my Telegram channel for the past 2 months or 3 months right now. Although we have not traded any pair currently, though I was stop out on the USD CHF and the USD JPY. All right, I got stop out on these two trades, but right now I'm not on any trade. The trade I'm really looking to trade right now are all these currency pair that I am giving you analysis on. All right, so this is a double top that is formed here. So this trend line, we have broken this trend line that has been acting as a stubborn guy. This trend line has been acting as a stubborn guy. Okay. You see, first touch here, react, second touch, gold react, came back to react here again at this level, reacted here at this level, same thing occur here, but he tries to test it one more time, break it. So we might see a continuation, we might see a massive drop on this gold market in the coming weeks. Let me delete this. My chart is looking messy right now. I need to delete some parts. All right, so yeah, now, so you see this massive drop on gold. So what I'm aiming at, I'm trying to see if gold can come back to test the supply area here before I will jump in. Okay, try to see if gold will come back to test the supply area. All right, because this area has been acting as a strong resistance. Okay, market respected it so many times. Tested here, drop. Tested here, drop, same thing, drop, same thing, drop, same thing here, drop. So we might see the same price action occur here, a pushback inside of here, might see a drop of gold. So I'm aiming overall target here at 3160. Okay, but my first target, I will take out my first target here. You know how I do it, guys. Once my first target here is triggered, move all my stops to break even. Second target will be here. The overall target will be on this institutional support area on gold. Okay, all right, so that is it for gold. Now let's look at which other pair do I have here. Dollar. Then the New Zealand dollar. Let's go on the higher time frame to have a clear direction. I've dropped this analysis before, so I'm still bearish on this New Zealand dollar, all right, because on the weekly time frame, this is a triple top that is formed here, all right. See this small dotted point that I draw here. This is a triple top, and right now the trend is at the 50% Fibonacci retracement level, all right. At the 50% Fibonacci retracement level, so I'll be looking for a sell opportunity on this New Zealand dollar. All right, let's go on the daily time frame. Go on the daily time frame. Yeah. Go on the 4 hours time frame. Zoom out a little bit. So just like waiting to see if we can test this supply area. That is this third touch of a trend line, to jump in on this trade, all right, because this 4 hour supply area is a strong area you want to take note of. Okay, it's a strong area. What's happening to my drawings? Is it my network? What's going on here? I think it's my network. Can't send this drawing again. There was a line here. This network is slow, man. Network is slow, bro. What's wrong with you, bro? I think I just have to draw. There was an area here. Need to take note of this area. Okay. Draw this area. Let's go on the 4 hours time frame. Alright, so yeah. Of the USD market, the direction is pointing towards the downside. Alright, the overall direction is pointing towards the downside. USD is bearish, Euro is bearish, New Zealand dollar is bearish, British pounds is bearish. Every major pair is bearish right now, so we are going to be finding selling opportunity only on this trade. I love bearish trend more than bullish trend. Bearish trend tends to be dropping more than the bullish trend. Bullish trend struggle to move, but once the market is falling, it's falling. Alright, bearish trend is very sweet to trade. I love to trade a market that is bearish because it tends to be moving very fast than the bullish momentum. Alright, bearish trend fall faster, move faster than the bullish trend. Alright, so that is it for the USD market. For the New Zealand market. Alright, so we'll be looking for a sell trade if this trend is able to struggle to push back into this supply area, this 4-hour supply area. First profit target will be right here at this demand area. Alright, this demand area, my overall target that I'm aiming for is right here. This is institutional support area. Okay, alright, so let's see what happens. If we retrace inside of here, I'll be selling. The same thing with USD and the New Zealand dollar, they move side by side. The same thing with USD. Alright, let me delete this. The same thing with the USD market. First thing first, let's get the direction, see what's going on in the higher time frame. Zoom out. I gotta zoom. Gotta zoom out and see what's going on this higher time frame. Alright. So this trend line has been acting as a strong resistance. First touch drop, second touch we drop. So this is a third touch right now. Market is dropping, so this trade is pointing towards the downside. Alright, we have been selling this USD. If you have been following me since 2023, since 2023 or 2024, I've been on a set trade on this USD. But right now, I'm not on any trade. I've been stopped out on the trade that I dropped on my VIP signal, USD CHF and USD JPY. I'll be stopped out on those trades. So I just stay out of that market and be watching what's going on. So these are the currency pair I'm looking at to trade right now. This currency pair that I am analyzing. Okay. So the next level for USD right now is this area. Alright, this box here. This is the next area. If we are able to break this trend line, this consolidation right there, if we break here, the market is going to drop into this area. Alright. So for USD, I'm bearish. I'll be looking for a sell opportunity on USD. Same thing with the Bitcoin market. This Bitcoin made us a lot of peep. I've been buying Bitcoin right from when Bitcoin was still selling at if you have been following my analysis from day one, you have been on this trade, on the buy trade for about 3 years now. Yes, since 2023. Right, we have been on the buy trade on the Bitcoin market. This Bitcoin market is going to give us a new all-time high of 145, 445, 150. So if you have been following me and if you want to know how I was able to predict Bitcoin from 27,000, I did not just predict it, I also showed you my entry and exit on Bitcoin. Alright, you can go and watch this video, the previous video, for education purpose. If you want to know how I did that, how I was able to jump in on this trade here, and from 27,000, I think that's from 27,000 from this area here. I was able to jump in from this area here. I took out profit at 47,000. I held that position for like 6 months. Go watch my previous video and check out how I was able to do that. All right. So right now, this is a double bottom right here. So what I'm just expecting Bitcoin to do, we might see further decline on Bitcoin. Might see a decline to this neckline before we see a push to the upside on Bitcoin. Because right now, this is a double bottom. Okay, this is a double bottom. Although I will cut that move, I dropped that signal on my free Telegram channel. We caught this move, this first massive breaker. I think I was able to jump in somewhere here on this trade somewhere here. All right. Just put my stop loss somewhere here. Able to find entry somewhere there. I aim out, my overall target was at 23,000. I dropped this signal on my Telegram channel. If you traded that signal, drop a like button. Drop a comment at the comment section. If you traded this my Bitcoin signal that I drop on my Telegram channel, just drop a love emoji comment section. Alright, if you caught this massive move, because this was a zero down draw, Bitcoin just ran into our take profits. I dropped this signal on my Telegram channel. It ran into our take profit, but right now we might see a pullback. We'll see some retracement. Okay, might see some retracement from Bitcoin. Alright, before the bull run will continue again. Okay, so we might see, so this is a consolidation that's going on here. I don't like trading a consolidation market. I love to trade a breakout of a consolidation, right? This is a massive consolidation that's going on here, okay? So for me to be on the safe side, I would like to see Bitcoin to come. I would like to see Bitcoin to come, to jump into this neckline, to be looking for a buy opportunity. But for right now, we got to stay out of Bitcoin so we don't give back the profit he has given us. all right, safety with crude oil. Then this crude oil made us a lot of peep during the Iran and Israel war. All right, this massive drop was during the Iran and Israel war. All right, I caught this massive drop during that time. It was in the midnight. Right, I've been monitoring the trade. Actually, I've been monitoring the trade. Let me show you why I was able to jump on that trade, because let's go on the higher time frame. You know, I'm a higher time frame trader. I love doing my analysis on the higher time frame. This higher time frame, monthly and weekly, these are the two time frame I usually use to get my trend, my overall direction, so I know when where to trade towards, where to trade towards on a lower time frame. So if the trend is bearish here, I will only find trading opportunity that aligns with this overall trend on a lower time frame. So I use 4 hours for my execution. All right, so if you see clearly, this trend is a bearish trend. All right, this trend has been raging inside of this trend line. Okay, if you have been following me when I call for this drop in 2023 area, around this area, 2024 be 2023. All right, so the same trend also happened here. You see, if this market tested, drop, tested it, drop, test it again, drop, same thing, drop. Now it came back to respect this trend line again. Market is also dropping. Market also dropped. Now, as long as this crude oil is still trading inside of this consolidation, as long as it's still trading below this weekly trend line, right, this crude oil is still going to drop. The only thing holding this crude oil right now is this institutional support level. All right, so this is a resistance. Okay, this is a resistance here, have resistance here, resistance, and this resistance and atom support. Okay, so the safety is going on right here. So that's why I have been out of this trade. I'm out of this trade right now. I was stopped out on a break even on this trade. Okay, so the way I was able to jump in here on this during the war, during the Israel and Ukraine war, was when the trend broke out of this trend line. Okay, if you go on the 1 hour time frame, you get the trend clearly there. You get the trend clearly right here. So I'll jump in somewhere here. I dropped this signal also on my Telegram. Alright, is a break, retest, continuation. So I was able to jump in around this, this level. So if you have been following me, you know how I trade. So yeah, now my first take profits right here. I will stop out on the break even, because right now I am out of this trade. I'm out of this trade, but if you are able to test this supply area, I will also be selling. Alright, this supply area, able to retrace inside of this supply area here. I draw this yellow box here. I will also jump on the US oil market. Alright, you might see this is a support level. You don't want to play around this support level. This consolidation might break out into this supply area here. So this is the area I'll be aiming at to look for a sell opportunity. Alright, that is it for the gold market. That is it for the gold market. If you want to get the overall trend of gold, I've already done full yearly prediction, full yearly outlook on the US oil market. Go and check my previous video for education purpose. Alright, so you get the overall direction why I'm selling this US market, because the overall condition, the overall direction is bearish. So I'm bearish on the US oil market. I'm bullish on gold, on the Bitcoin. Then every other major pair, I'm bearish on them. Alright, yeah, so the main currency pair I'm really looking at to trade now, guys. I will have to trade every currency pair that I drop. Just aim for the setup that you high profitable setup that when you see such setup, you always played out 99% all the time. Those are the setup I go for. So I'm trying to, you can just be one currency pair that you are trading. It can just be two currency pair you are trading. All right, but I'm not limited to one currency pair. I trade every currency pair, majorly major pairs. I trade major pairs. All right, any of these major pair that give me an A+ setup, that is what I go for. All right, so I'm looking at gold, I'm looking at euro or British pounds or AUD. These are the currency pair that are my watch list that I'm really looking at to trade. Okay, so that is it for now, guys. Don't forget to subscribe if you find this analysis helpful. Subscribe and share this video. Drop a comment, guys, if you enjoyed this video, and if I'm able to help you. Drop a comment at the comment section. Like, subscribe, turn on the notification bell so you don't miss out on any currency pair that I did analysis on. Right, it's very important so that you don't start watching the video when all these trades have started playing out. All right, so subscribe and turn on the notification bell, and I will see you in the other episode.